gonna die.
Let's turn on the audio. Go back to roll 20. All right, we are live. Hi,
I didn't
everybody.
realize you were a god. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
All right.
If it tries to start to eat me, I'm dipping out. Just saying.
I mean, they're Warforged. They don't really need to eat all that much, and you're probably not high on the list of things that they would eat anyway.
But you know what?
I'm
Yeah,
currently a
if the giant-
bat, though, so anything's possible.
All right, yeah,
if
you're
the
more
giant
likely to
magic
be eaten.
robot
or
without a
slaughtered.
mouth starts eating you. Yeah, we'll all be kind of freaked out. Sure.
Hey, I've seen what happened during the fall of Wall Rose.
Oh, I know what you're referencing. Okay,
I do not. So
that's not that
I-
kind of Titan.
I felt like I had to push it just a little bit farther to get there.
I understood what was
speaking
going on.
of the attack on variety.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
took me a
I
minute
knew what was going on there.
to put it all together. It's not that kind of Titan, though. That would make for a really interesting setting, albeit one that you have to do like 5 or 6 characters at a time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that would what that setting would work best for? That setting would work best for Grandma World.
Isn't that
yeah,
actually? Isn't that what Gygax was originally involved with? Was something where you were controlling like a group of 5 or 10 before he created D&D?
He was doing wargaming.
Wargaming, yeah, wargaming, which
yeah.
is essentially
Small band wargaming, like what we would call now skirmish gaming. So yeah, like 5 or 10 at a time. There wasn't a lot of individual characters that I can recall. I mean, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've read back on that part of D&D history. But yeah, it was wargaming more than anything.
Okay.
And in wargaming, you generally don't control just one person. Usually,
yeah. You
Depends
control a
on
little
you.
warband or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
except in stuff like ogre maybe. But that's irrelevant at the moment. So let's play catch up on last time, which was a long time ago.
cats up. Oh, I got this one. Okay, so from the last session, we started off at the northeast entrance of the fort inside of a jammed room, and we ended up with a big old fight against a bunch of the Iron Duders, the Iron Defenders, and then the Warforged.
Mhm.
The fight started with Juan D with a mind blast. And then Lucan sliced with some swords, and then there's a whole bunch of fighting, and we really actually took care of them all pretty quickly, and that's really essentially all that it really was.
And then we ran around the corner without resting and discovered this guy.
Yes, and the escalation die is at 4.
It will drop down to 3 here in a moment. But
What the
yes.
French toast?
You've lost some of the momentum. You thought you were done. You came around the
It's
corner
been a
and
month.
you saw something huge there waiting to smash your face in.
Just saying though, that description was very Sokka-esque from Avatar: Last Airbender.
And the boom and bam, pow, and
I was gonna say, and the swish swish.
I wrote down all the fight stuff, and then I realized I didn't want to read all of it.
Yeah, probably.
Good call. There was a fight. Some people died. Luckily, not us.
Yeah.
I
Sadly.
was really looking forward
Mostly
to
the
using my
enemy.
terrain stun too, and the escalation die hit 5. Oh,
It'll get there eventually, maybe.
I hope so.
Hey,
Maybe
it,
you
no.
won't die
it
before
could.
then.
Yeah, I mean, you could die before then.
That's true. Well, let's see if we can do that.
All
I
right.
was gonna say this thing ain't dying before then.
So let's see. I want everybody to re-roll their initiative. So hold on. Before you roll it, give me a freaking second. There we go.
Ah,
Where did my character go?
all right, that's fine. That initiative
Here
sucked
we
anyways.
go. And where's my character sheet?
Can we
I
roll
am
now?
not at all prepared.
Cord got a 22.
That's weird. All right, hold on. Let me add everybody.
Yeah, let me
back
find
in.
my character sheet, and then I'll be happy to roll initiative.
Yeah, it should just add you directly to it. Yeah, there we go.
If
Yeah,
you
just
did
gotta
the
find
sheet
me.
one.
Yeah.
But Cord and Juan D need to get put on.
That's intuition, not initiative. Let me not do that. Initiative, there we go.
I am calling my initiative intuition because I'm a Psy from now on.
No. I've
Pull that out so I can make it go away.
I like
who's
the
still
little
missing?
3D dice that you can have on the
Sorry, I
screen
jacked it up.
because they float
Yeah.
over everything and you can slide them around.
Did I not do that? God damn it.
I didn't do it through the other way, but that's because I have the two.
Why is Lucan's not showing up?
Mine's there.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, I see it now.
It's a cord that's not on there
Yeah,
yet.
Cord is not
All
on
right.
there.
I don't know how to do
Looking for the value of a selected
Good.
token, but the token was not selected, but I selected my token. How am I supposed to select my token if I'm selecting my token and it's not working?
Try deselecting it and then reselecting it.
Pretty much.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah, more or less. All right. What was your initiative? Cord 22.
that. 22.
All right, I got you on.
Thank you.
Are you possibly selecting multiple tokens?
Nope.
Let me
Should be.
try that
Are
again.
you?
Oh no, I'm watching what she's doing, so
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to be helpful.
It's asking me for a modifier. The modifier is 0.
Right.
Yep.
Is that going to work?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
There
what
we
I got
go.
hung up
Yes, it
on.
works.
I got hung up
Holy
on
hand
modifier
grenades,
crap.
Batman.
That was a pretty good
That's-
roll.
Why you
What?
gotta beat me?
Descending.
That's
all
what I want to
right.
know.
All right, technically the top of round 4, but we're going to go back to round 1. The escalation die is currently at 3. You guys were all prepared to run on in and beat the shit out of some dudes, and there's a very large dude, so your momentum is slightly arrested in comparison. So with that in mind, Gemma Beth, you're up first.
Let me refresh my memory on what attribute I'm currently in, because that's
That's
in
quite-
my bio and info right here. I'm an owlbear and a tiger right now.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
I mean,
And one of yours is expended. I don't remember which one, but
I have it written down, I think.
okay.
Wolverine is expended, so I can't do any phys gigs.
sadly.
I think. So I'm a tiger and a... Oh my god, I can't hold anything in my head for more than 5 seconds right now.
Tiger bear.
Tiger bear.
Tiger Bear.
Tiger owl bear.
Alright.
So,
So
like-
there's a different one.
like
But
Red Panda?
there's a wall. Like, on my side, there's
Yeah,
a wall,
Red
right?
Panda.
And I...
Alright, so this, these right here, these
Mm-hmm.
are like pillars. These go up about like 10 or 15 feet. This is
Okay.
a fence. This
Okay.
goes up about 4 feet or so. It's not
All
really a
right.
defensive thing. These gates right here, these might as well not exist. They're in such bad condition.
Okay, so I can... How tall is the gate?
The gate is about 4 feet as well.
So here's a question. Can I jump on the fence and take a long-range shot at him?
Yeah, probably. Give me an acrobatics check.
Give me 2 shakes to make sure that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay, that's a melee. My question's going to be, do I have anything that would be helpful to do that, other than I don't want to go in there and just kind of like...
Start wailing.
No,
Yeah.
your beast form, you're mostly doing your beast form attacks. So
Right. Well, I am in beast form, so that probably means I don't even have a ranged weapon, do I?
Oh,
don't-
yeah, probably not.
I don't think you do.
All right, well then I'm just going to go ahead and bust through the door.
Excellent.
Given the combination that you have right now, I'm picturing you as a very angry red panda.
Okay, I like this plan.
With a beak. With a beak.
And I am going to... Can a +2, 2 fighting weapon. Okay, good deal.
Oops, that's the wrong one. That is correct.
And I'm going to attack him with my beast attacky.
Okay, go for it.
As soon as I remember how to do that. Over here.
So your
over
tiger
here.
one has its own attack if you want it.
Come
Does
on,
it?
drugs.
Yes,
yeah,
it does.
I put it in there. So all that's included. Your owlbear form is not included.
That's initiative. Okay, modifier is 3, right? Because that's what the escalation die is at.
That should
No.
be factored in automatically.
It is.
Actually, yeah.
So no modifiers.
Right.
Yeah.
0
That-
versus AC. See, okay, it's not working.
Okay, that did not work.
Let me see what the
Um,
roll was.
The roll is 6.
6.
Okay, did you
Oh.
delete the modifier?
I
did
may
you-
have.
Okay.
I may have
'cause
accidentally deleted it.
Yeah, I see
That
a
seems
double
like what
plus.
it does. Yeah, it was
Um,
like plus blank instead of plus 0.
Okay, so
Right.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 versus AC.
14 versus AC will miss.
Does that include my +1 bonus to melee attacks for my owlbear?
No. So that
So
you have
that's 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15.
15 will still miss.
Ah!
But you have to
But
mistry
I
again.
get, but I get 2. Yes, I get 2 weapon fighting, so I get to try again. Okay, so I will do the same. And trigger.
So this time, put the 1 in for the owlbear for the mod.
Thank you.
If you had +1 to your melee attacks.
Ha! Ha ha! Ha
That's-
ha!
Damn, Gina.
So
Yeah, 30
That's
versus
a
AC.
crit.
just so you know, that's your bear attack.
That is my tiger. Oh, I did the wrong one, didn't I?
Well, you
But
can
it's still.
yeah,
It's
just
still
So roll the
crit.
19.
yeah, you rolled a 19. Go ahead and roll the do your tiger just for the damage.
Okay. It. By the way, my owlbear expands my crit range by 2, so it's a
Okay.
crit.
Yeah.
So-
And yeah.
So roll the tiger this time.
Yeah.
There we
That'll be
go.
the damage dice, right?
And then I'll just. Okay.
Well.
Wow.
20 damage.
So
40.
No, that's
40
your
damage.
nat roll. Your nat roll was the 19, so you do the odd damage.
But-
Wait.
No. Yeah, you're right. The nat roll was a 19, so you did the odd damage. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
still
so 38.
38 damage.
And it's max damage.
It is-
It is twice max damage.
Yeah.
Well, one of the dice is max at least.
No,
No,
on the
that's
on the
both
odd
dice.
on the odd both
Both
of them.
dice.
It was both.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. So this little red panda.
Wait a minute. No, that
Oh,
was
no,
tiger.
what?
Okay, good. You're good. Okay, never mind.
So this little red panda, angry as all hell, runs up and just shreds through this Warforged Titan, almost
nice.
like it's not there. One thing, Gemaveth, you do notice is that this thing is armored like it's incredibly armored. If you hadn't hit it as well as you did, you might not have even pierced the armor well enough to do any significant damage. You realize that it's going to take a lot of effort to continue to bring this thing down, despite your opening gambit. Anything else from Gemaveth?
Just a second for
Okay.
Jade. It says it is heavily armored. Will take a lot of effort. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's all I have because I don't really have that many
I mean,
other things to do. Yeah, that's
probably,
it for now. Yeah, that's
All
it for
right.
now.
Cord, you're next.
Are my murder spears still up from the previous fight?
Roll me a saving throw. Just a regular one.
Jerk. Yeah, no, I'm looking for my thing. Damn it. Oh, come on. I can't type, so that's helpful. Nah.
9, so no.
No.
Okay.
All right, then I'm gonna use 3 of my. Well, no, because they're down then. Part. All right. Well, I'm gonna move forward over here and right in front of Lucan, or to the side to him. And at this point, can I see through that to pop a steam blast on him?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I will do that then.
Time to use something besides Murder Spear?
Yeah.
You can do things besides murder spear?
Yes. Sometimes.
Occasionally.
AC 27.
That will hit.
7 damage. Hit or miss if an enemy is the target of this spell. It pops free.
All right.
So it's no longer engaged with me, or you.
Can it be pop free? It's a friggin' Titan.
In
like-
this case,
Yeah.
I'm going to say no, not just because of the size, but because it's kind of like...
stuck.
Yeah, it's not stuck, but it can't really go backward, especially
Wedged.
from your direction. It would basically run into these pillars right here and here, and you can't bounce it forward because it runs into this pillar here and this pillar here. So
would its size cause any damage to the pillars?
Yeah. I mean, the pillars are going to be... They're pretty cracked and crumbling anyway. Roll me a saving throw, and we'll see how this works.
You just want to...
I'm going to make you do shit. It is incidentally...
Nope!
Staggered. So, yeah. It hits them, and like some dust and some rock falls, but it's not really any significant damage.
Right on. And that's about all I got.
All right. It is staggered. And it's its turn. So, given that the only one that's in its place, it's going to... it's basically got an axe instead of one hand, and it's got like a maul or a mace in the other, and it's going to attempt to hit Gemabeth with both. So this is going to be versus AC. First attack. 11 versus AC, which I'm no doubt will miss.
Yes.
Second one. 25 versus AC, I'm pretty sure is going to hit.
That will hit.
All right.
Panda hit.
All right, so you will... Oh, I forgot about that. Damn it. Oh, I'll let it go for this time. You will take 7 damage, and because it hits you the way it did, it actually gets another attack. Which it will miss. Then it's Wraith's turn.
Give me just a moment to do some math here.
Oh, maths. Alright, so it's
18.
my turn, huh? Let's see. Well,
6.
where can I get with a... Actually, how tall is this black building? It is a building.
Which one? The one right here?
The one in this... Yeah.
It's about 1 story.
1 story.
Yeah, it's smaller than the surrounding areas.
Okay. Do I see an abundance of maybe handholds and things like that? Could I climb it?
Yeah.
Okay. I will scale. I will scale to the roof.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move myself adjacent. And I assume you want
An athletics
agility
check.
Dex,
Yes.
yeah, dex check of some description.
Yes, I do.
Infiltrator.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
All right, you're fine.
All right.
You can make it up and on, no problem.
All right. Anything up here? Any pitfalls? Any?
There's some openings in the roof. Looking down at it, you see that the roof has been probably very recently reinforced.
Okay.
It's been... it's still not exactly like it's been rebuilt, but it's definitely better. It's better than it should be given the age of this ruin. You suspect the people who are working out of here had to do some repairs just to keep this area open.
Okay. I assume that it was 1 move action to get to the roof, and
Yeah.
so I'd like to take a second move action, but while I'm moving,
Mm-hmm.
I can't move through that. I'd like to peer down any little gaps or holes or anything like that to see if I can kind of get some recon into what else is in there.
It doesn't look like there's a lot in here. You see some empty crates, some barrels. You see a stairwell heading down in this corner down here.
All right.
It doesn't look like there's anybody in there. But it does look like people have been in there fairly recently, within the last day or so. You can't tell for sure without actually being down there.
Okay, doke. All right. Well,
So you're
then
moving
I guess,
to
move
the other
move to
side?
the edge here. I
That's fine.
considered on the building.
Yeah. It's interesting that you can't move through the fog of war. I did not know that. All right, so
Oh
that's...
yeah, you can't click behind it.
And yet I see Lloyd doing that.
I was gonna say I can do it.
I don't know.
I mean,
Oh,
you gotta
I
keep
can
track of where
move
your token
through
is.
it. I just.
Oh, I thought you
just-
couldn't move through it because of the way you talked about it. I thought you couldn't.
I just
think
didn't
Lloyd
want
lost his
my. I
token.
didn't want my token to disappear in it.
Okay. Yeah, I thought because you put yourself right on the edge of it, so I'm like, wow, you really can't move through there? That was odd. All right, so anything else from Wraith?
No. I think that is all the actions I have.
All right, Lucan, you're up.
Okay. Two quick questions.
Sure.
First, because we're re-rolling initiative, redoing or decelerating things, it's kind of sort of a new fight-ish.
Hmm.
Can I re-roll my terrain stunt to see if it's available?
Yeah, I'll
Okay. Ooh, 1+. Yay. Second off, just how brittle are these pillars?
They're at this point.
Because I'm bringing one down on this guy.
You think you can do that?
Careful. There's other people in that room.
Yeah,
Not
he's big.
people. Not people. Pandas.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, there are
Hey,
red
hey,
pandas in the room.
That's Wraith.
Save the pandas.
Actually, I'm between the pillars. I'm not fully in the room.
There you go.
I think you can take it, and
Yeah, I'm staggered right now.
and he's pretty large. So I'm come racing up, do a little vampire leap up to the top of this and bring it right down on his head. Terrain stunts quick action to do the thing, and then what do you want me to roll
Give
to
me a
smash it with the pillar?
Love it.
Give me something plus strength on this.
I'm
one.
gonna go with semi-restrained vampiric nature.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
I love it.
Do I add escalation to this?
No, don't add escalation on
Okay.
this.
24.
24 will do it. Roll me 3d8 plus your strength,
Cool.
please.
All right. Strength is +3. That's a 21 damage of pillar on him,
That's quite
Yeah,
a
it
bit of
is.
damage.
and I'm gonna land on his head and stay there.
All right, give me an athletics check for that one.
All right, fine. That'll be another vampire thing, I think.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
26.
Oh yeah, you're still on there.
All right. I
you will-
unfortunately
you-
can't see my dude through him, but close enough.
You brought the pillar, not the roof down, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
there's no roof over
there's
you.
no roof in this area. This is all open air.
Just checking.
This isn't a room per se. Then Joandi.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ride this Warforged Titan.
Something you may come to regret
Yeah, I don't care. I'm good.
extremely soon.
Yes,
I'm
but
gonna
you know what?
move-
It'll have been fun.
This is true.
I'm gonna move out up over here and side blast the fuck out of him.
Okay.
Escalation die is 3.
Oh Jesus.
Where's? Oh, there it is. There's the
25
actual
up
roll.
at top.
Yeah,
25 versus mental defense.
it took so long to load that it was really fucking
Yeah.
weird. Yeah, 25 will hit, and you have Serenity. You say
Yes, so 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay.
Titan with a vampire hat.
It's still up.
Woo.
All right, top of the next round. Escalation dies at 4 again, and it is Gemma's turn.
Give me just a moment.
I don't think I've got it.
Still trying to take notes. Lucan, you are nearby, are you not?
Yes, he would
Okay.
be considered nearby.
Okay. Gemma's feeling a little woozy. She's a little bit of blood here. So I'm going to cast Wild Heal as a quick action. You and a nearby ally. Oh, me and a randomly chosen nearby ally that has taken damage will get to heal using one of our recoveries. So if it's random, but he's the only one that's nearby.
He's not the only one nearby you.
So how do we
Juan
roll?
D and
for-
Wraith are technically nearby.
1d3 or 1d6.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can roll a
1d3
1d3 on here.
Can you?
Yeah, you would roll /roll 1d3.
Marvels of the internet.
1d3,
1d3.
d3, and somebody remind me how to do my recovery.
One will be Lucan. So,
All right, so
as for
Lucan,
your
you can.
as for your recovery on your character sheet,
Yes.
you will. Wait a minute. Where are all the?
You just click the word recovery directly under your max HP.
Okay, I tried that and nothing happened, but let me try it again. Max HP, click the word recovery. Okay, there we go.
Do you guys see?
It
Oh,
didn't.
never mind.
Oh,
sorry.
okay, modifier. There's no modifier, so there we go. 5. You finish.
Sorry, I thought for a moment, because of an error I made, I thought everything in the library section on Roll20 was disappeared, and I was about to get very
Lose
upset.
your mind? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it looks like it's there.
Yeah, no, it is.
I like D&D 4 better when it comes to recoveries. All right, that was a quick action. I still have a standard
Wow,
action,
that's
so
good.
I am going to attack in my beast form with my tiger attack.
Okay.
If I get the right one this time. Let me see. Tiger aspect attack! +1 for my whatchamacallit. This is a 19 versus AC.
19 will hit.
The original roll was a 9, so he'll take 8 damage.
It bounces right off the armor.
Like he doesn't take any damage at all?
In this case, no. You did hit him.
Oh, I hit him.
You damage the armor, but you don't get into him directly. You don't do any significant damage to him.
Okay. Natural 2, you can re-roll the attack, but you must reuse the re-roll. I'm not going to re-roll. Okay. All right. So that is all I have for now.
All right, Cord, you're up.
Well, God, you really know how to neuter a man when you take away his balls.
I mean, you weren't doing that much with him. Let's be real.
Let's
Actually, he was doing some damage.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
let's charge in tiger punches. Well, I get to tiger punch with my fist hand, so I'm just gonna go up there and punch him in the kneecaps.
With my strong hand.
That
With
just
my-
sounds like a really bad anime translation. I will tiger punch with my fist hand.
All right, no modifiers. AC 15.
15 will miss.
Yep, bink. So 2 points, which probably just bounces off.
Bink.
All right, and then it's its turn, and this is going to be a fun one. So, given that it's got a vampire on top of him, and a panda nibbling at its everywhere, and somebody trying to kneecap him, he's going to just kind of rumbling stomp at all of you. So, this is going to be versus PD. We will start left to right, so Lucan, Cord, and Gemma Beth. So, Lucan is definitely hitting Cord, and it's going to... Oh, this should be interesting, actually.
So,
Wow.
so crit
And
fail
Cord
versus
turns into a
Gemma.
nice fine.
Wait.
man.
The 20 is for me?
No,
No,
the
No,
one's
Oh,
the
for
20
you.
is on
one's for you.
Cord. The 1 is for you,
Okay.
which actually may not really work all that much in... Well, it's probably not going to hurt you. Everybody else might regret it. So, Cord is going to take 12 damage. Or, hold on, let me double check.
So to me, it's a 12 then. right?
14 damage, yeah.
Oh, that's exactly half.
Everybody
Aaron?
gets popped free. Yes?
So to me, it's a 12 then?
Yes.
Okay. So miss, yeah.
Yeah, I figured 12 was not going to hit your PD. Or probably not hit your PD. Alright, so everybody gets popped free. Lucan basically gets punted into the wall. Cord gets punted in the wall. Lucan gets... Can I click on Lucan, please? Thank you. Alright, Lucan gets thrown this way. Gemabeth gets thrown this way. In trying to stomp over you guys, though, it hits both of these pillars. I want Juan D, Cord, and... Let's see, is that gonna... No,
Who
Juan
did he
D...
hit again? I'm sorry.
He hit the pillars. He's
Well, no,
basically...
but who did he actually hit?
Cord.
He only hit Cord.
He only hit Cord. Cord got punted. Like,
Ew.
literally punted into the... Actually, you know... Let me see.
You simmer down over there.
Punk. He got punted through the doors.
I can't see it.
Now you
I
can't.
can't see him. Oh, hey, look at that.
Damn it, Coral.
Damn,
Ooh,
Carl.
building.
Yeah, you got punted through the doors, and that actually might be good for you because...
Now he can't get to me.
No, now the pillars can't fall on you like they're about to.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this pillar right here is going that way. So, Juan D, give me a saving throw, please.
Just straight D20.
Straight D20.
12.
All right. You dive out of the way as this pillar comes falling down right where you're supposed to be. Can I...
And this is like a flat stomach dive where I just barely get out of the way.
You have to jump the hell out of the way.
Well, I mean,
of
it's
course,
not...
that's more cinematic.
Because it was a 12 and not a 20, this wasn't like a graceful roll and I get back up on my feet. This is... I'm laying there prone now, right?
This is oh shit.
Ooh, little explosion effects.
Which, oddly enough, I'm not seeing.
Oh, well, I am. So, I don't know.
So am I.
The Titan has gas.
Oh, I see that, yes. Who's doing that?
I am.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can't
The
see
Titan
it.
is
It's
sparking.
weird. These pillars also fall.
Oh, all of the pillars fall.
All of the pillars fell. These two, they're the only ones that fell in a way that might...
Affect people.
I'm gonna have
You
to...
just didn't want me to bring another one down on him, did you?
Why can... Ugh. Alright, roll 20, please. Hold on, I have to reload roll 20. I cannot
lovely.
do stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, can I do stuff again, please? Thank you. Yeah, alright, thank you. Alright, so Lucan, you are more like this way. Jim, I bet
Sure.
you are a little farther out too. I'm not mean enough to ask you guys for athletic check to see how well you hit the ground or dove out of the way.
Well, thank you.
I'm only a little mean.
Skin my knee.
Sit there for 3 rounds, just going. Ah. It really, really hurts, guys.
So apparently when you're 3, skinny, your knee hurts a lot.
It does. Okay, that's what's doing it. Alright, I gotta reload roll 20 again. Alright. I don't know why that is. I'll have to check with it off stream. Yeah, apparently when I go to do the special effects for you guys, that prevents me from doing anything else.
Nice.
It just utterly stops me from being able to do anything else. That's a weird one. I'll grant you that. Okay, so that was... can the Titan do anything else? Let me double check. No, in this case. Wraith, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. Well, as a quick action, I'm going to go ahead and manifest my Force Blade. As another quick action, instead of a move action, I'm going to go ahead and enhance that blade with focus to expand my crit range. And then I'm going to throw that bad boy.
Okay.
So this should work, but I'm gonna have to add 2. Yeah. 2 to hit. And I guess not. So I decided to roll a 1 apparently.
Yes, you did. All right,
Very
so
You rolled 3 ones in that little roll there.
you did actually.
Okay.
The one. Wow, yeah, that's terrible. Well done, Eddie.
So I drop it and it just fizzles out.
No,
shit.
no, you drop it right on Juan D. Roll an attack,
God,
It
bless it,
accidentally
I
costs
will.
you 3 focus.
and
Roll
it's,
what
and
kind
it's
of attack?
enhanced. no
range,
less.
range basic.
Range basic, please.
Okay. There it is.
Oh, goddamn.
Shit!
I just killed you.
I think you might.
Holy shit.
So
That's 3 plus 3. Hold on.
it's
Roll 1 extra d6. And so at least that was another, just a 1. Because that's
It's
the
all or
damage
nothing
from
for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So that's 12 damage and it crits.
so 24.
Like,
John D, are you alive?
barely.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm using a DM point to avoid that damage because that's some bullshit, or at
okay.
least to make it not a crit.
All right, that's fair. You can avoid the damage. So you dive, you dive out of the way, and you roll onto
Again.
your back, just kind of, your relief that you didn't get to drop the thing dropped on you, and you see Wraith's soul blade flying right for your face, and you roll, you do the side roll barely out of the way. It clips your ear and draws blood, but otherwise does no damage. Take 1 damage, and that's it.
God damn you.
There's a notch where part of your ear used to be.
I would like
Boy.
part of my DM point to be Wraith falls off the wall.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. You, how about this?
And takes 1 point of damage.
Oh, he's gonna take more than that.
See, you guys do this to me all the time. You do some addictive shit, and then
Wait,
and you
wait,
do some
no,
addictive
no,
shit,
bullshit.
And then I end up getting fucked up for it.
All right, roll a d8.
Hey, you rolled 3 ones. I kind of think you should deserve it.
Wow.
You talk to your dice about that shit right there.
Yeah,
Alright,
you got
you
some
t-
dice jail right there,
All right,
man.
you drop. You take 3 damage.
Ugh.
I love it.
That's so
This
good.
is just some. This is just some fucking.
So good.
I don't even know what this is. This is some.
This is classic. This is classic us, really. This is
This-
why
who
I
else
have.
could it be?
I haven't felt like this.
This
since
is
our,
why I
since
have that
our,
rule in
Dark
place.
Heresy game.
This
Oh,
is
God.
what makes role playing fun, okay, guys?
This is why
Rolling
you,
ones is fun.
This is why you need
No,
the
what
dice.
you come up with when you do roll ones.
Yeah.
I mean, kicking monsters' asses is fun enough, but this is,
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
So basically, what I'm thinking happened is that the pillar, it didn't hit Sean D. It didn't hit the wall, but enough of it, the impact kind of loosened this wall here, so that it crumbled out from beneath Wraith's feet as he went to go throw. Because when you throw, you have to plant a foot to get that momentum. So when you planted your foot, you just kind of kept going. And the wall crumbled out from you. So when you threw it, instead of
this is
throwing it straight, you were heading down, and that's where Juandi happened to be.
Oh, that's perfect. Actually, that is goddamn perfect.
That's what I see happened. So that's the end of Wraith's turn.
I love it. That's fantastic.
Lucan, you're up.
Okay.
Is he still riding him? Oh no, he got
No, he got
I'm
knocked
not
off.
at the moment. But I'm getting, at least eventually, back on that thing. Let's see what I got. Yeah, remember, I'm a fighter, so yeah, there we are. Longsword dagger.
Good luck following that.
23.
23 will hit.
That's a natural 13. So
Natural odd. So carve an opening. Actually, no, you can't carve an opening. If you're throwing it.
What do you mean? Oh, sorry. No, I'm moving up and hitting.
Okay. Since you hadn't moved, I was like, all
I just
right.
haven't moved yet. Sorry.
All right. That is fine.
Oh, that's right, Graham. You took the
Yeah,
you
not
took
a miss. So there
that,
we are.
that monster class from whatchamacallit, didn't you?
Yeah, not good.
No, I switched out of that because it was too complex for the amount of combats we have. If we were playing weekly with a whole bunch of combats, it would have been okay.
Mhm.
But with the duration between things, it was just too much to remember.
Yeah,
I
so
went
he's
to
back
fighter.
as a fighter now. You're still a Dampier though, right? All right.
Well, yeah, I'm still the vampire.
Okay.
Race.
All right, that's fine.
So, anyways, melee
All right,
chance
so
increases by 1. Yay!
12 damage. So you basically, while this thing is shaking around and knocking over pillars, you run back in and kind of duck under its torso because it's kind of hunched over. It's
Dick punch.
no, not a dick punch, but you basically run over, duck under its flailing arms, and shove your sword straight up into
So,
its
Big
head.
slice. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Oh, all right. So I'm guessing I bring it down basically straight on top of me.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Roll
When
me
it
save and throw.
lands, I.
Or actually, no. Give me a skill check. This can be a skill check,
Oh,
which
God.
is really
Okay.
good.
Yes, very much.
Dex.
Dex.
Yeah, Dex or Strength. Either your choice.
They're the same.
All right.
25, much better than a 1.
All right. So
And how?
this thing comes crumbling down, and you roll out of the way just in time.
A lot of rolling
Perfect.
out of the way.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Once it lands and the dust clears, I am back sitting on top of it. just because.
All right.
I'm just gonna hang out in this room and check it out.
All right. Well, combat is over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove that. Let's.
Really?
I kicked his ass. That's why.
Damn right.
Yeah, you
I
started off
practically
with
critted him. I practically.
You did crit him, and here's the thing.
I mean-
You
and
literally
I let
critted
this
him.
go because I screwed up. This was my screw up. You're not supposed to be able to crit this guy.
Oh.
Oh, he's
You
crit-
you still would have hit him. You still would have done a decent chunk of damage, but you would have not brought him down nearly as much as you did. You would have done,
Interesting.
instead of 38 reduced to 30 because of another ability he has, you would have done 11.
Oh, damn. That would have been a big difference.
Yeah, it would have been a loss of basically 19 damage, which was about a quarter of his health. But that was my screw up. I wasn't going to go back in time and go, wait, this guy can't be crits, so I'm going to give him his hit points back. So that was my fuck up. So otherwise, he probably would have been up for at least another round. Though no guarantees. It would have given Wraith more opportunity to try to kill somebody else in your group.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It
I'm
would've-
kind of glad that. You know,
I was the most dangerous thing in that fight, I think.
God,
Yeah,
you
I-
were.
I-
You
yes.
almost decapitated Juan D. Like, literally.
And
John
you
D
did
would have been a dead man.
you did give him a nice notch on his ear, so he's going to remember this later.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys can take a short
Does
rest.
that mean his ear is kind of pointed like an elf now?
No, not quite that notch.
Oh, we could call him Knife Ear. Oh,
Knife ear. Nice.
Oh, I'm not sure you should be the one.
Making nicknames
making
for a
those
guy that you almost
jokes.
killed.
Yeah,
That
considering
I
you did it.
Hey, Knife ear, how's it going?
So with a short rest, I get the opportunity to recharge the aspect that I lost. Correct?
That is correct. And
Okay.
the ones I think, do you have to roll for the ones you've used as well? Ow, fuck.
But that depends on if I stay in them. I lose them in the battle when I'm done with the battle, don't I?
Yeah, the battle's
Yeah,
done.
you expend them at the end of the battle.
So yeah, everybody who has recharge stuff, go ahead and use them.
yeah. You get a short rest, you roll to recharge. Anything you recharge can be used in subsequent battles.
Can be-
15,
against you
15,
with a
and
total
a
of-
19.
Wow. So yes,
Gosh,
you get them
damn
back.
it.
Oh wait. you
No,
get-
I need 16 to
Oh,
recharge.
you get
oh,
one
I
of
thought
them
you
back.
needed.
I get one of them back.
You're right. Damn, that was a good roll though.
Those were really damn good rolls. You almost regenerated them all.
Yeah. If you are bloodied or staggered, please roll your recoveries as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a cover. See if I figure out which one I'm getting back.
I will use.
I'm gonna trot over here and join Cord, pick him up, help him up, that kind of
Thanks,
shit.
Gemma. I'm only
gonna
3 hit
use
points down,
one.
so hooray! Checking out
I think I'm gonna
inside.
recharge the tiger. Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Alright.
recharge tiger. And then I'm gonna spend a recovery.
Tiger, aka Panda form.
Exactly.
My
Murder
murder sphere did
Panda.
not recharge. So sad.
Why? Oh, okay.
Did he take his nose spray?
Yes, and you just
Did he take his nose spray?
We need to get this stuff cleared up so we can do this.
Alright, and we'll take a break in general, so everybody can go get something to drink, use the bathroom,
BRB.
do whatever. So I will be
Roger.
back in a moment.
Let me redo this. Bio.
Oh, freaking Black Desert Online for $5.99 on Steam. What the
Lloyd.
hell?
Yo.
Huh. I'm tempted to get that just for the character builder.
I really tried to get into that game. I just couldn't.
I have basically no interest in it as an actual game.
Yeah, I couldn't. The
just-
combat. I just can't get into the combat.
Yeah, I just love the concept of the character builder for like
Yeah, it is very
creating an
comprehensive.
RPG
It's
character
really cool.
sort of thing.
And even their classes and stuff. I mean, it's just I just can't get into the combat with all the push the button this way, push the button that way stuff. I just
Oh, sure.
It occurs to me that I have
I play a decent amount of MMO stuff with my wife. Just
yeah. I mean,
I really love Borderlands.
Yeah,
I haven't played the
played,
pre-sequel.
I got
but
the it was
I
on
played all
sale
of them.
on Steam. I got the next one, the one after Borderlands 2. I forget what it was called.
The
The
pre-sequel.
prequel sequel.
prequel sequel. Yeah,
The
I got that one.
pre-sequel.
I really didn't. I couldn't get into it. I'll have to try again.
I
really
want to
wasn't
get it
able to
at
get
some
into
point,
it.
but I'm in no hurry.
Had you played the other ones? Because from the sound
Oh
of
yeah,
that, okay.
yeah. I played the crap out of Borderlands and Borderlands 2.
I gotta remember not to, mute myself and try to talk. It doesn't work terribly well.
Yeah, that'd be a problem.
No, Borderlands is really good. I haven't played the pre-sequel either, but eventually I'll get it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It is on Humble Bundle
Humble
right now.
for, yeah. The problem is I don't want a lot of those other games, because either I just don't want them or I've already got them, so.
Yeah. No, Borderlands is one that we need to actually.
Oh,
play
and
through,
Aaron,
'cause-
I don't know if you liked those kind of like front-facing, party-based wizardry type adventure games. But Starcrawler's released. It's a game that I bought in early access. They actually went 1.0 yet a couple days ago.
Yeah, I got
It's
notifications
like that, but
on
it's
it.
sci-fi. But it's a lot of fun. You should check it out.
Yeah, I've got notifications. I've mostly been playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds lately.
Yeah, I saw you were playing pub. I think I like to watch those games. I don't think I want the frustration.
The thing with it is I thought I would be like, oh, this is going to be a fun one to watch, and then I started playing it, and fuck, it's addictive. Even when you're getting pissed off at it.
Maybe if I pick it up, because I know they added an ELO system into it now, so I'd be with a bunch of people that suck as good as I do. So
I mean, I suck and I've still won. So, I haven't won solo because that's really fucking hard. But I've come in second solo, and I've won and have a few top tens, duo and squad.
yeah, there's a couple guys on Twitch that I follow that play pretty much that only right now. Grims and Anthony Kongfan. That's pretty much all they're playing right now, and it's actually hilarious to watch them play. So.
It's a lot of fun to play. It really is.
I missed which game.
PlayerUnknown's
PUBG.
Battlegrounds, PUBG. It's a like battle royale, King of the Hill kind of thing. Up to 100 players are dropped on an island that's roughly 5 miles by 5 miles, and you have to scrounge up weapons and other equipment to take on the other players. And there's like constantly they're almost like a
Shrinking.
Yeah, there's shrinking areas that are safe, and they change. So like it'll start off like a few minutes into the game. It'll start off with a really huge circle that's probably most of the island is safe, but it'll get smaller and smaller, and it'll be different places within the prior circle. So like the first circle might cover 2/3 of the north half of the island, but the next circle might be on the east side of that circle, and the one after that might be on the west side of that, and so on and so forth. So it's constantly changing. You unless you get really lucky, you're constantly having to move. You can't just sit in one spot most of the time and just camp and snipe people. So it's really fun. It's really fucking hard. It is amazingly goddamn hard. I've played. How many hours have I played? I've played more than 50 hours. I have a win. Like I said, I do have a lot more top tens, which is kind of like winning, but you don't win.
It's
but
like winning,
it's-
but not.
It is a lot of fun. It is, especially multiplayer. Solo, it's not bad. Multiplayer, it's a shitload of fun. I play with a few of my friends on their streams and off their streams.
Oh yeah, Squads looks goddamn like a blast.
Squad is a lot of fun. It's also maybe the hardest version of it. Just because everybody else is a fine-tuned machine, and everybody has to be on the same page and so on. But it's a lot of fun. It's like I said, I bought it. I thought initially it was like, I don't know. It doesn't look like the kind of game that I'm gonna like. Then some of my friends of mine started playing, and it's like, man, you really need to get this. So I did, and since it's only $30, I've already gotten a shitload of value out of it. I mean, I've already gotten 50-some odd hours of play, and this is early access. There's right now, they haven't added all the weapons, they haven't added all the equipment. They have a map, and they're supposed to be doing, I think, 2 or 3 more, which changes things up a lot. So it's been a damn good deal, and it's, like I said, it's addictive. It's hard to fucking put down. Though tonight, I don't think I'm going to play it, if only because my back hurts. Tonight will be an adventure game of some sort, probably.
Going back a little bit in conversation, because I just saw something and was like, oh, hey, that's a multiple person game, kind of, that has significant story.
Yo.
And I just lost it. Wait, one. Shadowrun Chronicles.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
the multi-version.
Not
Yeah.
Chronicles.
Yeah.
The other one.
That's not multiplayer. Shadowrun Returns, Dragonfall, and Hong Kong are not multiplayer.
Chronicles is the multiplayer.
Chronicle
one.
is, yes.
Yes,
it's
but it's
Shadowrun
also a
Online.
very different game and not actually very story focused.
No, actually,
yeah, it is.
that's not true.
I thought it was less.
No,
That one's
it's
very story.
It's very story focused. I've got it. I haven't played it a lot because I wanted to play with other people. But yeah, it plays similarly to Shadowrun Returns and the other Harebrained Schemes ones. Not exactly the same.
I'll have to check it out.
But similarly, and it's multiplayer, and it's got a story to it.
I've played. They released the first game and then released an expansion, and if you get it from like Steam or something, you want to get the full expansion pack thing because it has the entire thing without having to deal with the bowl.
Right. The first part is Boston Lockdown, and the second part is
Infection.
infections.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out then. Thanks.
Yeah, and it's, I don't think it's too terribly expensive.
No, you can, like, right now. I'm trying to see if this one has it. Hold on. Turns, Dragonfall, Hong Kong. No.
Oops.
There's.
Damn it.
I was thinking of it because I saw Shadowrun Complete Collection on Humble Bundle, and that one doesn't have it. But I picked up in the full infection pack for like $6 on Humble Bundle a while back.
Yeah, on Steam the game is currently $20, and it's $10 for the expansion. But it's Steam, so it'll probably be on sale at some point. It is fun though. I will agree. It's not quite what they promised because I was on the Kickstarter backer for this, and it's not perfect. It's not as good, at least as far as I'm concerned, as the Harebrained Schemes ones. But it's still it's fun, and it is multiplayer. I haven't done the multiplayer, so I can't speak to how easy it is to set that up. But I don't think it's too hard.
Okay.
It's not
cool. I'll
dissimilar.
definitely watch for sales at least for that one.
Yeah, I if you have a Steam wish list, I just put it on there, so that way you'll get emails
Doing
whenever
so
it's
now.
yeah. Let me look through my list of stuff and see if there's anything story oriented that. No, this one I need to play with you, Eddie. Warhammer End Times, Vermintide, but that's not super story heavy.
No, it's not. It's basically what?
It's Left 4 Dead 2.
Left 4 Dead 2 with
WK.
Skaven.
Right.
Yeah, with Skaven. It seems really fun. I've got it installed, but I've never played it.
It's so much fun.
No, and we also do need to go through the Borderlands ones at some point.
They are a lot
I
of
can't
fun.
really play them myself. I get too. It's the same thing I have with most open world sort of games. I just kind of get distracted and then bored and then wander off. But with another person playing, I can do it.
I don't know if you're into like Diablo kind of games, like those sorts of games, but Grim
I've
Dawn
played a
is
couple of them. They're
Grim-
more than mine. But which one?
Grim Dawn.
I haven't played that one.
that one's a lot of fun. It's the story. The story's not super. It's not as story heavy as like Diablo games, but there's story there, and it's pretty interesting. Even though you have to read between the lines in more than a few places.
I think Jem is getting impatient.
Oh, oh yeah, that's true. We have been talking about this for quite a while. Sorry.
Yeah.
We're not going too much longer anyway. Oh, fuck. If only because my back is killing me. Okay. And I did come back from... Yes, I came back from intermission. Everybody can hear me. Okay. All right. So, yeah, you guys have dropped this Titan. And several of you are inside the central keep. And as I mentioned to Wraith, there is a set of stairs down here that takes you down. You're not entirely sure. But you can tell. Cord, give me a workshop technician check. Plus wisdom. Yes.
Yeah.
And Lucan, give me vampire plus wisdom as well.
That's a 12.
That's a fantastic roll. All right, so you're too busy
That's better.
picking splinters and other things out of your back from being punted into the room to
Yeah,
really
thanks.
notice. But Lucan's heightened sense of smell, you smell chemicals and other kind of industrial scents from down below. You smell things that you've come to associate with magic and artifice.
Ugh, smells like your kind of place, Cord.
Oh, excellent.
We looked the room.
I don't know. Do you want to signal your backup?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Do we want to, I mean, we've cleared out the we've cleared out what we've found of the top level so far.
I think that's considered safe to approach. I mean, they don't have to worry about anything attacking them. They can just park overhead, and then we can get
Well,
done.
that depends on what's hiding upstairs. Really should probably. Because
I mean, we
think
do
it's
have.
clear.
I mean, we do have soldiers. I mean, and plus anything that has to get to them has to get through us. I don't know. That's up to you guys.
I'm going to leave that to you. That sounds like a fair assumption, but I'm trying to remember exactly what the plan was for when to signal them. So
I don't.
The areas over here. What
yeah,
is
we should
this?
clear those out before we go downstairs.
Oh, the areas that you haven't marked? All right, if you guys want to spend some time looking around there, you can, certainly.
Yeah.
I will unmark them on the map so you can actually see.
We take everything that's not nailed down.
There's really not a lot, honestly.
Perfect. It'll be light traveling.
Yeah, if there's nothing else above here, I think that we should signal to have them come down and set up a defense on the top on the top side, and then we can go and take the stairs.
Yeah, you guys look around, and it looks like probably deliberately, you would imagine, they left the top area kind of decrepit and unoccupied, in part because the top up here is, well, decrepit, but also because you think that if anybody just kind of wandered through, they would think that like the Warforged and the Iron Defenders are more of like an ancient or an old defense system as opposed to somebody actually doing stuff here now. That's the conclusion that you'd probably come to after you think about it for a little bit. So if people were living up here and doing stuff up here, it would be harder to maintain that illusion.
Yeah. As long as nobody has any immediate objections, I would head out back this way and signal green.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I'll peek out the front doors first to make sure there's not more bad guys waiting, but yes.
Roll me a perception check.
Alright.
Climb on the Warforged Titan.
I mean, you're not going to be able to really see outside because it did collapse.
17?
17, you don't see any indications that there's anything or anybody else around.
Actually,
So there's. Yeah, I mean, what?
I go over to the Warforged Titan and see if I can't find a piece of it to pry off.
Shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Is there something specific you're looking to get?
Just a piece of its armor, maybe about hand size or even coin size, maybe. But something that would be distinctly of the Warforged Titan.
It probably couldn't do something super small, but something maybe the size of a like a shield probably would be more distinct. Anything smaller than that, it wouldn't be specifically able to tell that it was from the Titan.
Well, something that we would be able to tell is from the Titan.
Even then, it's probably you can probably get something maybe the size of a platter or a dinner plate.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with that.
Basically, it's a piece of armor that Gemma shredded through, so it's more obvious in that respect than something that would be intact.
I'm gonna grab that piece, wrench it off, grab it off, whatever, and put it in my pack.
All right. Would you mind telling me what you have in mind for this, so I can tell you if this is suitable for whatever you're planning? You can PM it to me if you want.
Yeah. Let me do that.
Alright, he's pulling apart our enemies, and I'm just going to look at him weird and go back inside.
The question is he eating them?
That's a good question.
You know,
Listen
if
here,
the
buddy.
Warforged Sergeant shows up, this is gonna look really bad. This is like
It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. I
field
swear.
vivisection or dissection.
It's not really. I mean, here's the thing: Warforged Titans are not the same as Warforged. Warforged Titans are more of a straight construct. They don't have a consciousness like later Warforged do. For instance, the Titan doesn't have a gula, which is the thing on the center that identifies individual Warforged. These are more. The Titans are straight. They were used early in the 100 Years' War, or the Last War, not the 100 Years' War. That's a real war, which would have been very different if they'd had Warforged around.
Right?
It would have been far less than 100 years.
It would probably might have been more than 100 years.
Or more. Yeah.
Either way, it would have been cool though. I mean, let's leave it there. Either way, the Last War. In the first part of the Last War, they made these, but the actual Warforged were made later. They're more sophisticated. They have the consciousness. The Titan is more like a siege engine or a war machine that is controlled by someone else or given very primitive orders. They don't have a consciousness. They don't have a lot of intellect. They're like a primitive robot, basically. So anyway, send me the message on Discord or here. It doesn't matter, as to what you want to do with it, so I can see if this is okay for it. Because I don't want you to take this away and then later on say, "Oh, I wanted to do this with it." So
I already sent it to you
okay.
on Discord.
Alright, so who has the signaling flares anyways? We should send them up.
Yeah, no, that'll be fine. Who had the flares? I don't think it really matters. I'm sure one of you had
Alright,
it.
we should send up the flares.
For a standard military operation, everyone.
Oh,
would.
everyone, true enough.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably true.
No, you don't give him to Wraith. He'll just throw him around somewhere else.
Yeah,
He'll
no,
shoot
like,
them
I-
at, he'll
Shoot
shoot
somebody
them
with
at
them.
one of you. Yeah.
Probably a
Everybody rolled the dodge rate.
Let's just-
If this was a regular army force, then it would be the platoon leader. But since we're specialists, it's everybody.
Yeah, you guys are very much irregulars in that respect. You're not special forces. You're not a regular army. You're Definitely.
mercenaries.
You're outside the normal
just
chain
special.
of command and provisioning.
Definitely
now.
special.
Oh yeah.
So next game, I vote that we play Suicide Squad.
I think we're there.
I mean, you're not being sent on suicide missions deliberately, anyway.
Yeah, we try to make them suicide missions.
You guys have a tendency
No,
to
no,
make
no.
them.
Wraith tries to make them suicide missions.
So far,
No.
Murder missions.
No, he tries to
Murder
make them
mission.
homicide. Homicide.
Fair.
missions.
Okay, we are.
And then,
homicides.
you know,
There we are.
in all honesty, every single time we've had some mission, something dire has happened in relation to me.
It's been
Yes.
great.
Like,
I love it.
I fell
Oh.
off the. I got pushed off the wagon in the first mission.
That's right.
I
You did, I
fucking
forgot about
fell.
that.
I fell off the bridge in Sharn.
I remember
yeah,
You
that
didn't
one.
fall off. You jumped off.
Well,
we had to
I
save
was,
your ass. You had no
yeah.
choice.
and this one doesn't really count. But I mean, that one was the other. That was the other real big one. Was the bridge thing.
Natural ones are my favorite thing ever. They really are.
Of course they are, because you're at the
Yeah,
DM.
we
You like
know.
those things.
They allow me to get creative in how you're about to fuck each other over. That's really what it boils down to. Okay.
And that there highlights the difference between Aaron's DMing style and my DMing style.
I mean,
All right, guys, seriously.
all right.
Yeah,
so
let's keep going.
Yeah, let's.
all right, yeah, we're gonna got about 20 minutes. All right, so one of you, if not multiple of you, lights off the green flares, and probably about 10 minutes later, you guys see, including the stars, basically what are the boats that the airship is sending down. The airship itself can't land here. They're not supposed to land on this kind of ground. Most of them aren't designed for that anyway. But they have some, God, what are they called? Outriggers? Something like that? I don't remember the actual term, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. The ones that,
Yep.
you know,
Little
Sticks.
rowboats.
right, basically.
Oh yeah.
Like the ones you guys escaped from on the airship. Well, no, even Lucan escaped on one of those. He just wasn't, a good guy then.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like the ones you guys escaped from a ways back. So a couple of them come down and they're loaded to the brim with the same Marines that you guys met back up there. And as soon as they hit the ground, they're running around. They land. One of them lands like right here. The other one lands like right outside. And the ones outside you can see are looks like they're making a perimeter. They're checking to see if anybody else is out here. At this point, any hope of stealth is gone, at least for the outside. If anybody else is outside that you missed, they know something's going on here. As for the inside, it's hard to tell. The fact that there's the walls here is preventing a lot of the sound from coming in and going down the stairs, but it's certainly possible that if someone is down there, especially keeping an eye on the above ground, they might have noticed it.
Yeah, but they probably noticed our fight with the Titan and Cord flying through the doors before this.
It's incredibly likely, yes. But they come up and God, what was the sergeant's name? I know I wrote it down somewhere. I don't remember his fucking name. God damn it.
Shit, I can't remember. It should be in the notes.
What are we looking for?
The Warforged Dragonborn Sergeant. The one that you guys interacted with, the leader of the Marines.
Hold on, let me see if I have his name in the notes.
I guess I didn't write it down here. I'll have to do that.
The one we were talking to? No,
Yeah.
that's the captain.
Yeah.
No, you talked to the sergeant to the
Yeah.
Marines too. Because he
When
was
did we do that?
when you guys first got on the airship.
That's when I wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Gemma was distracted by Shiny, so she missed the conversation.
Hold on, looking
for his
at it
name.
somewhere.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, and I thought I
Wasn't
wrote
it-
it down here, but
Wasn't it Strike?
Strike, that was
It
it.
might have been.
Yeah, because he was Warforged, and Warforged tend to have relatively simple names, at least the ones from earlier in the war.
Captain Farrell too.
Yeah, Captain Farrell, which I just realized is a Whiskey in the Jar
Yeah.
reference, which I didn't intend.
Yeah, Sergeant Strike.
Sergeant Strike.
Pro
yes.
wrestler.
Yes, pro wrestler and G.I. Joe member.
Slaughter, yes.
Yes. God, Sergeant Slaughter. Man. Anyway, so Sergeant Strike comes up. Captain Farrell is, as you'd imagine, back up on the ship. Sergeant Strike comes down. He's one of the ones that landed here. And he heads up to the first one of you he sees, which in this case, assuming you guys are where you're at right now, is Lucan. And he comes up and looks around and says, "Looks like you boys did a number already."
Yeah, not done yet. We gotta check out down below. You think you guys can hold this place?
Oh yeah, we can hold this. I can send some of my boys down with you, but you might want to wait for a little bit before we're sure this is secure if we're going to do that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
On the other hand, if you guys want to go in first, we can come in as a second wave after you've blown up some of the defenses and catch them unawares from behind. So, choice is up
Sounds
to you.
good.
We can go either way.
If we could get a sweep team after us to be able to clean up and watch our backs, that'd be amazing.
All right, we can definitely do that. I'll leave first squad up here, second squad. We'll go down right after you do. What do you say? 5-minute delay?
Sounds good to me. We should get down there as soon as possible though for ourselves.
All right.
Just to like use any surprise we have left.
All right, 5 minutes it is. And then he goes off to shout some orders at Verdi down there and leaves you guys to yourselves.
Down the hole!
Yep.
Down the
Everyone
hole.
in the
What's the order there? What are we doing for order?
Do you want me to change into a scout again and see about scouting ahead? Maybe a bat, because they'll see a little bit better in the dark. Assuming it's dark.
Rat.
Looking down, you do think it
A
is
rat
dark.
or a bat.
Looking down, it does appear to be dark down there.
So a rat or a bat?
Yeah.
Probably a rat would be more natural. So Gemma, is that a yes, everybody?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
so sounds
Okay, so
good.
Gemma turns into a rat. Apparently still a red-headed rat. Where is my mouse? There we go.
Rat with a wig. Rizzo and drag.
There you go.
Oh, God.
Turns into a bat and heads down the stairs. Give me just a second. I don't know if I have this written down, but I think I'm going to make it like an official scout form, which means I get special powers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
All right, so basically, yes.
All right, Gemma-Beth, you are on another map entirely.
I see that. It's dark.
You should be able.
Oh, hey,
yeah.
look! If I move it, it doesn't stay dark.
Right, there are some areas that are not dark.
Look at that! I see pillars.
Yeah. So the stairs start up here, and this is the exit. They go down. Probably you would say about 2 stories ish, about 25 feet. Everything indicates that there's nobody here, but it is pretty dark down here. There are some lights. Looks like there's some sort of like an alchemical light on a couple of the pillars, sort of like a glow stick kind of thing, not actual lamps or anything like that.
I'm communicating mentally with D. So I'm gonna go into the room just a little bit to see if there is anything actually here.
Okay.
So probably right about here. Figure if there's anything actually in here, they might notice the rat.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Am I supposed to be looking at a screen other than the one with the
No,
Warforged?
you're not. I'm the only one that can.
She is on another map.
Okay.
You guys are not.
Okay.
She's special.
perception is a roll 20 with...
A wisdom plus, in this case, give me Princess of the Underworld.
Okay, so wisdom... Let me see what that did. I might be duplicating Princess of the Underworld because it might be pulling it already, so... The roll was... The wisdom is 3. Okay. Take 3 off of that. I think it duplicated it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
20.
Yeah. So 20. There's nobody in here. There's evidence of people being in here recently, but you're not really a tracker, especially in, like, rats aren't tracking kind of animals. You don't... They've been in here recently, but how recently you're not able to tell. Within several hours is the best you can tell.
Okay, so I mentally send up to D that the room below, the next room is clear.
And I relay the information in hand jive to the people around me.
I mean, you don't really need to do that, considering that the Marines are going
There's
around
nobody.
and they're not being quiet.
Who do we want to... I mean, yeah, Cord will just go down then.
Alright.
Well, are we not all going down? I mean,
I
are
would
we...
hope so.
Right.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna follow after Lucan, probably.
I mean,
Alright.
I don't mind scouting,
It's
but if
me.
you guys are just going to leave me down here by myself, I might have a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, alright, you guys are all going down, that's fine. Let me get you all back.
Right, and then once I see people coming down the stairs, I'm going to scamper across the room and head through... oh, there's 2 doors here, aren't there?
So there are what probably used to be exits here and here. It looks like they've collapsed. It looks like they collapsed quite a long time ago. This is not a recent thing.
So the only exit now is here?
The only actual exit, yes, is up here.
Okay.
It looks like
Oh shit! It looks like a puzzle room.
yeah, the floor has collapsed here, but it doesn't look like it collapsed down to any further tunnels.
You
This
entered an escape room.
no, you're not that lucky. But yeah, this has it's collapsed, but it doesn't look like it's collapsed into any other kind of tunnel. You're not sure if that means that there isn't another layer of tunnels, or if it's just not another layer here.
Okay. So this layout of these pillars and things in the middle kind of like it look like this may have been a ritual circle of some sort, but the fact that it's disrupted, I have enough magic to know that it's no longer active because the floor has fallen down, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
Everything that you see, it does in fact mean this room was like at the last gate to keep something from coming out. You're not sure what it was. None of the symbols and sigils are familiar to you, aside from the fact that they look like a form of hobgoblin. Not and for the most part, hobgoblin is a dead language. It's mostly been subsumed by goblin. The last time that hobgoblin was used as an individual language was back when the Hobgoblin Empire, the Dakari Empire, I believe, ruled this part of Corvair. So this is very old in that respect.
So
Okay.
I do have Goblin as a language. Can I use that to even attempt to parse the Hobgoblin?
Yeah. What background would you like to use for that?
Recovery agent.
Seems reasonable. Yeah, do that plus int.
Oh, King Citadel, you know.
You
That's
rolled a
that one.
All
Yay!
right, so you actually disagree with Gemma on this. You are convinced that
No,
this
no.
is
This
nothing.
is Orcish.
No. You do know it's hobgoblin. You're just not. You have a very different interpretation of what the meaning of it was. You think that this was just a basic heraldry. You think it was just normal sigils. It doesn't seem like it was a magical thing at all. So it's you definitely recognize it as hobgoblin. You just very much disagree on the meaning. That being said, you are, from a meta standpoint, you are wrong.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
You are very wrong.
I'm
This
just hopeful. I just don't want it to be magical.
this was, as Gemma can tell you, is probably functionally akin to a cork on the bottle. It was left here to keep something or someone from getting out.
Well, shit.
You don't know what it could be or anything like that. Who am I still missing?
Could
Oh,
Cord
Lucan. Yeah.
get a little more with more investigation, or
He could possibly. I don't know what order
Yeah.
you guys were coming down. So
I
also
I was going. I mean, I just went down.
grid
so-
enabled.
yeah, we're all just kind of down now.
All right, grid has been disabled, so now you guys can move around more easily.
I'm standing in a corner looking at some writings and arguing vehemently with nobody.
Yeah, this is definitely a. Actually, Joan, do you give me a Siege Master roll plus int?
Siege Master plus int. Own it. Siege Master, intelligence, no modifiers.
Oh, I'm on the right side. Let me see.
Awesome.
It's a good roll, actually. From what you can tell, from what you know of defensive positions and everything like that, the ritual aspect of this room, it was not an original part of this room. The center area was this central decorative, whatever it is. It was originally there. You're not sure what it was for, but it was originally part of the room's design. The pillars and the stuff on the ground, even the tiles themselves, they look like they were changed after the fact. The pillars were probably there, but they weren't. They weren't as I don't want to say they were more of a structural element as opposed to a magical element. So a lot of the engravings and other stuff that were put on the pillars very clearly were done after the fact, after they were in here. The channels that are running around from pillar to pillar are after the fact, and all of the tiles. You can see evidence that there didn't used to be the tiles like this. They used to be more like the ones that are around the outside. They were plain, and they were because you can see places along those tiles where they were damaged by someone prying up the tile next to them and placed in there.
Lucan vehemently argues with Jean D that this is not the case as well.
Well, that's 2-on-1, right?
Yeah.
And then Lucan sulks in the corner.
Pretty much.
I've done the 2-on-1 before. It's fun.
Wow.
Ew.
I can inform people that I can inform the party that what is here, the pillars and all that, is not part of the original. But I think that, at least from my character's perspective, I would not have any idea about their magical capabilities.
To be fair, none of you are really in a position to know that much about the what it was intended to do. Gemma
Can I
has
use my archaeology?
yeah. You go ahead and roll that for me. Plus int.
Yeah, maybe I get something. Yeah. Ooh, int.
Yes.
That's hot. 27. I know stuff.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
an actual good roll.
I get them every once in a while.
You're familiar with the fact that the Hobgoblin Empire was brought down in conjunction by an invading extraplanar force. You're not sure what it is right now. You think you've heard of it, but it's not coming to you right now. And
Okay.
you suspect that this was a part of the defenses that were raised by the Hobgoblins after that invasion. You can't tell whether it's to keep stuff from the above ground out or from stuff from underground in.
Okay.
It could function either way, but you think that given the age of everything that's around here, it almost certainly has to do with that extraplanar war. And actually, you roll high enough. You think that has something to do with the known magical weirdness in this area. You know how magic doesn't quite work how it's supposed to here.
Yeah.
You get the feeling that either the extraplanar stuff or the hobgoblin reaction to it is the reason that things are a bit out of whack around here.
Stupid hobgoblins.
Yeah, they were just trying to protect themselves.
They're still stupid.
Ooh, that got weird.
Alright.
So,
All right. So, do we think that the damage was done in the way back machine, not in the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years?
right, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I am going to let you guys get comfortable, and I'm going to scout ahead to peek through the doorway
All right.
in my rat form.
Yeah, not so much a doorway as it is a hall, but either way.
You know, the hall. Eee.
Suddenly there's
We-
death.
I really need
quite.
to start using the dynamic lighting a little bit more, but it's also a lot more work, so I haven't done
There's
that.
a hole here.
Is it a
Um,
drainage hole?
I go up to the hole and peek down to see what kind of hole it is.
The hole goes down quite a ways. You can't tell through sight or smell initially, like what it could be for.
How big is it?
It's fairly large. It's about 6 feet across. It could be for waste disposal. It might be a ceremonial thing. It's you just don't know enough about hobgoblin architecture from the Dakari Empire to be able to make a reasonable guess at what it is, and you can't really see. You can't see very far down at all. There's the same kind of like alchemical lights, like placed on the walls, but they don't. It's not like. It's more like kind of dim torchlight as opposed to bright torchlight or a lantern, and it doesn't really go down the hole all that far.
But it is a straight down kind of well kind of thing, right? It doesn't spiral.
It is definitely straight down. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, if I can't figure out what it is, I kind of communicate it with the bee here.
Let me see.
Possibly. And I
Lucan
scurry.
peeks around the wall at the hole and sees what, and just watches after Gemma.
Let me see.
This is- These are not doorways, right? These are just alcoves.
Yes, there are no actual doors that you see. Before you guys go, let me get from Cord and probably from Juan D as well. Cord, let me get Workshop Technician. Juan D, let me get Siege Master, plus Wisdom for both of you.
Okay. And after this roll, Zwan D is going to remember something and decide that he wants to
23.
try something.
Okay.
Get some good rolls.
Shake a hank hank.
Oh yeah.
Damn right.
Alright, you guys both knocked it out of the park. You guys are starting to walk towards where Gemma scouting, and you both look at the lights on the wall, the kind of alchemical glass things that have been placed on the wall. And almost at the same time, you guys both look at each other and go, "That's House Kenneth." You've seen this. You've seen this before. This is House Kenneth. They do make these sorts of things for other people, but the vast majority of these like alchemical lamps, House Kenneth makes and keeps for themselves because they're a little on the expensive side. But they're very portable, and they don't use extra fuel. They're very useful. So, yeah, you guys, you're walking past like one of this over here that I can't ping. I know why I can't ping. Never mind. And you look at the light, and you see this is a House Kenneth thing. this is
Kenneth is just full of assholes.
it could be somebody just using a House Cannith made thing, but given all the other connections, you don't think that's the
How
case.
likely is that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
After
number
dealing
of
with
them-
Dilru, no, yeah.
Coincidence only goes so far.
The
Um,
number of them as well would indicate that if somebody was using House Cannith materials, they'd have spent a shit ton on it.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about a serious bankroller here.
There would be records of that.
Yeah, but for most people, these are more expensive than a lantern, and you don't get quite as much use out of it because they're not as bright. So House Cannith tends to manufacture these not exclusively for themselves, but they use it more than anybody else.
Okay.
Cool. I look down the hole. Can I see anything with my vampire eyes?
What do my vampire eyes see? All right, Legolas.
Look with your special eyes. My brain.
Legolas, you do not see anything down there. It actually goes further than you can see, even in the dim light. It goes way down.
Do I have a torch I can drop?
I think you can probably improvise a torch if nothing else.
Can we grab one of these lights?
Sure, you can.
Yeah, or
Alright.
someone has a light.
The lamps are the lights are basically it's like it's not plastic, but it's like a plastic globe. And you know the way it's used is that it comes separated, that one half is one chemical and one half is the other, and you break them by shaking it to get it to glow. But
Right,
again,
it's
like
glow stick, okay.
again like a glow stick.
I toss one to Lucan.
I can
And I spike it
cantrip
down the
light
hole.
too. Okay, I can cantrip light too if you need it.
Well, and as I'm tossing it to him, I tell him to wait just a moment before he drops it down.
Alright, fine. I don't spike it down the hole.
I sit down and get into a meditative state and enter my my serenity, and
Okay.
then nod at him and expand out my senses to follow the light down.
Hold on, he goes into what mode is that?
Serenity.
Serenity.
And
He thinks really hard.
So hard.
And I'm going to use my third eye to follow this down as far as I am able to see what's down there.
Okay.
Alright, Schwandi thinks hard on the glow stick, and I drop the glow stick down the hole.
All right. So both of you give me perception checks since you're seeing how far this thing is going.
Sightless eye and wisdom.
Yeah.
And vampire does very little.
Damn it.
In this case, for both of you, it's not so much because you're unable to follow it, as so much it is this thing goes down very far. This almost certainly goes down into Kyber, which is the next layer. It's like the Underdark of other D&D settings, but not exactly the same.
I look back towards everyone, point down the hole, and go, "It's real deep!"
It goes really far. It goes a few hundred feet at least. You beyond that you can't be sure. You don't know if it's like if the light disappears because it's hit the bottom, or if it's because there's something obscuring it, or if it's just too small.
Now,
It's very far down though.
as I'm traveling down, I'm not just trying to see how deep it goes. I want to look at the sides of the walls to see if there's any change, if there's any branchings out,
Okay.
what the tiling looks like.
All right, that's fair. So for probably the first couple hundred feet, it is smooth brick on the way down, similar to the walls and floors. After that, it gets rougher. It's still discernibly brick, but it looks like it wasn't done quite to the same level. And that's about the point where you lose track of it. It's starting to look more natural about the point where you're unable to follow it any further.
Am I reasonably sure that if something is going to come up through here, it's either going to be through the powers of flight or because it has, like, massively amazing climbing abilities?
That's reasonable.
Okay.
I mean, you guys could probably make your way down, or back up for that matter. But it would not be a really good idea, or for humanoids, since it's 6 feet tall. You could basically walk yourself down, doing the hands overhead and walk down like that. But given that it's hundreds of feet, no.
Why?
It would not be
grab
fast
some-
moving.
No.
Okay.
Do we have some like scroll paper or something that I can use?
Yeah. That seems reasonable that you
All
guys
right.
might carry
I'm
something
gonna
around for that.
write out a sign for the soldier. Yeah, I'm gonna write out a sign for the soldiers following us down. That just goes, "Do not step in hole."
Okay. And where are you going to put this sign?
Right next to the hole, please.
Right next to the hole.
Okay. Are you going to put like a rock on it or something so it doesn't go anywhere?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
like tape it to a post or something. I don't know. Just watch out for hole.
Okay.
First steps will move you.
Wraith, are you going to stay at the stairs all day?
All day long.
All day? You're going to wait for
All
everybody
day.
to get murdered and then join them?
Exactly.
Just gonna wait till they're far enough ahead so he can throw his swords at us.
I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to be too far for that. Come on.
Sorry, Eddie.
Right?
I'm a bigger danger to them than the creatures down here.
You are the most dangerous thing around. The problem is you're dangerous to everybody. Someday you might live these things down. It will not be
Nah.
this day.
It will not.
It will not be this day. All right, so this looks like a ceremonial kind of hallway. It looks like there used to be some sort of gate right here, but it looks like it was taken out. The gate being removed looks like it's more recent than the rest of the damage that's been done to this place. Looks like the gate was mostly intact, but somebody moved it out of the way. It was basically just bars of iron, vertical, like a prison cell, but not in the same austere. This was more. It looked more like it was a ceremonial thing, or not a ceremonial thing,
Good
but
one.
a decorative thing.
Okay. What are these things off to this? I'm going to come over here. Oh, so this is the gate you're talking about that's not here anymore.
Yeah,
right?
the one right here. Yeah.
Okay, so what are these off to the sides?
They're
Just alcoves
statues.
or open?
They
They're
are
statues.
alcoves. They are statues. They're made out. They are hobgoblins. Absolutely for sure, hobgoblins. There's no question about that. And it looks like they had some plaques or something like that. They're stone. They're made out of stone. The plaques look like they might have been made out of bronze or copper or something like that. Definitely not iron or anything like that, but probably, given your experience, probably bronze. A lot of the inscriptions have faded, almost like somebody's run their hands over it. These look like not a religious, but definitely a ceremonial thing. Like walking down this hall would have been something that only important people did, or other people who went down here would have been awed by these hobgoblins who presumably were important parts of the empire.
Okay.
There's no indication that there's anything else over here. No sign of like traps or anything like that. There are definitely. You're still a rat, right? Yeah.
Yes.
The dust and dirt on the floor has definitely been disturbed. So people have been walking back and forth between this. But again, you're not in a position to be able to get a good look at when that might have been.
Gotcha. Right, I not sense any traps. Okay.
Well, this still doesn't look very safe.
Right. Do we have a magic user that might be able to sense traps better than I could?
I don't have that as a.
Or could she maybe find some with her rolling her rat skill? I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I've got
if you are actually marking this as a scout, you do have a skill for it, right?
Yeah, a D4 plus 1, it should be.
Yeah.
So that's not something I only use once, though. Is that something I can use repetitively, or is it only once per?
You can use it more than time, as long as you're in scout
As long as-
form. You can
Okay.
still use it.
So I'm gonna see if I can sense any magical traps or any traps up ahead in the hallway.
All right. So let's find out what your rat skill is. So roll a d4, and then add 1 to
Okay.
it. We'll go just a little bit farther, and then we'll stop.
5.
You are a very good rat.
You're a good rat.
Best rat.
The rattiest rat.
Best in rat.
Best in rat. Perfect.
You are the rattiest
Okay.
rat who has ever ratted. All right. So yeah, go ahead and roll wisdom plus rat skill. You'll basically just have to roll your wisdom, and then add the 5 as a modifier.
Make sure
let
you
me-
select a blank skill line first.
Right.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was gonna do. Wisdom plus the 5. So 19.
Yeah, there's no traps. However, there are indications that somebody has set this up so that it's being magically monitored, like a magical tripwire almost. So that you're not sure how it works, but you can kind of smell it in the air as a rat. It's almost like smelling ozone. You know that something magical is here, and it's definitely recent. And given your actual knowledge of magic, you can suspect that this is some sort of observational magic.
All right, I tell the guys to
Spotted.
hold back a little bit, not to enter the hallway. I can't tell exactly where it is, right? It's just a general. It's somewhere in this hallway.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. You know it's here somewhere, but it's could be anywhere in this hall. You do realize that it's pretty much from the gate all the way down to the near the end of the hall, not all the way down. Let me reveal some more. It actually goes down here. There's this.
Okay.
So it ends roughly like here.
Okay. And that last one on the right, is that another alcove, or is that a walkway?
That is another alcove. This is an alcove.
No, I meant right here.
This one. This was a hallway.
That is a hallway. So
That
there's
is
a
a
hallway
hallway.
here. Well, I don't know that yet because I haven't gotten there yet. So I'm going to hope that they have rodents in the area and that a little rodent walking by won't alert anybody. And I mentally send to Dee to just kind of hang out in that room until I can do some more exploring, and then I come over here and see the hallway here.
Okay.
That is a hallway, correct?
Yes, this is a hallway.
Yes, excellent.
This one goes down like this. Actually, you can probably see a little more than that. You can see a little ways into this. There we go.
Okay. I'm gonna, this is well, I can't tell dimensions because I'm a rat, but this looks like a smaller hallway up here, so I'm just gonna kind of scamper over here just to see if I can get an idea what's over here.
Okay. Looks like there's a room of some sort. Possibly another hall, but probably a room.
I'm gonna go ahead and go down this hallway to the room. Or to the whatever, just
It
just
is a
inside the
room.
door.
It is a room, yes.
Yeah, just inside the door to see what it is.
Alright, this looks like some sort of memorial, perhaps? If I can actually fucking reveal it like I'm trying to. That was my bad. Alright.
Who what?
This looks like a memorial of some sort. It looks like it's important, like it's ceremonial, but there's no indication that you're able to tell on who it might have been or why. But it definitely has all the hallmarks of a memorial or other remembrance
What's that on the floor in front of me? It's the plaque or whatever?
Yeah, this right here. That's what the memorial is.
Okay. Alright. So there's nobody hiding here.
Right.
So I'm going to go back to the other room to see what can be seen.
All right. All right. We gotta scroll over, scroll up. All right, it's looking in.
It's the lab! Just kidding.
We hope.
Right?
Actually, at this point, you can probably
More
see it
pillars.
over there.
It's the exact same room, and we look back.
Not exactly. No, Cortana, I don't need anything. Shut up and go away.
As somebody who has played through Halo, that's creepy as shit.
I'm gonna, edge into the room a little bit more, and I'm not gonna get on the green tiles just yet, but I kind of want to see if I can see any farther.
The green tiles are looks like some water. It's
Okay.
definitely stagnant water.
I definitely don't want to stand in the stagnant water right
It smells absolutely terrible, but from what you can tell, there's not a lot. It's probably not dangerous.
now. How tall is it? Because I am still a rat.
It's, as far as you can tell, probably about a foot deep. So
I'd have
You-
to swim.
yeah, you'd have to swim.
Don't want to swim right now. Left hall to find a room similar to
Alright.
the first with stagnant.
Are the rest of you just waiting around for this? Are you doing anything in specific? Are you trying to figure out how to get past this room without being this hall without being detected? What are you guys doing?
Lucan is dropping the occasional pebble down the hole. And leaving the hallway up to the magical.
Do you
folks.
really want a Moria thing here? Because we can do a Moria thing here.
Don't do it.
Just-
Don't do it.
All of a sudden you hear drums
Just
in the deep.
pebbles.
No.
Took me 2 seconds to remember what Moria was.
What was that thing called? A Baylor?
Yes.
Balrog.
Oh,
Balrog.
Balrog, yeah. Baylor is the D&D equivalent, but yeah.
Yeah, it's the serial numbers filed off D&D version.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't really know of anything I can do.
If we're going to try and mask or dispel the sensor, it's probably going to be cord.
Possibly. How about we stop here, because it's getting on the late side for some of you, I know, and my back is still
Yes.
killing me. Sitting here like this is
Okay.
starting to really hurt.
Yeah.
It'll give you guys a chance to think about what you're going to do. Here's the thing. I would like to play again next week, if it's okay with everybody.
Let me check my schedule real quick.
Since we haven't finished with Brandy, I was hoping to tonight, but that was wildly.
I'm being a little too cautious.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, that's not the problem. It's the problem is
Well,
I didn't think hard enough about how much you guys still had left to do.
and then we spend like 20 minutes dicking around talking about video games.
Yeah,
Right.
more like 25 minutes. You
Yeah,
guys,
it was quite a while, guys.
we still might not have finished, but
Sorry.
we would have come closer. It is what it is. Table
I
talk is-
am off the 31st,
Okay, excellent.
so I will be home.
So is it okay
I'm babysitting the
for
31st.
everybody else for next week? Same bat time, same bat channel, so on and so forth.
I'm
Yeah, it
in.
should work for me.
I'm good.
Okay.
I am babysitting the 31st.
Yeah, it should be
right?
good.
Yes, you
All
are.
right, then I will pencil in for next week, and we'll see where we go, and that'll determine whether we play again on the 7th or the 14th, or both. But yeah, we'll figure it out from there. Let me get off stream, so everybody say goodbye.
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 Just an FYI. Hold on just a second.
Uh-huh.
My phone's being dumb. I don't know why it's doing that. Because it's trying to create an event. Okay, on the 7th, I supposedly have a 7 a.m. class.
You.
So if I'm working 10-hour days, I might be home in time for the 7th as well.
Okay.
My schedule for the 7th yet is not quite scheduled. No, I'm sorry. No, I lied. That's 7 p.m. Never mind. That's a lie.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that would not work.